Hello everyone, welcome back to MANUU YouTube channel. My name is Engineer, and first of all, thank you so much for everyone for supporting us because today we have hit 1,000 followers on LinkedIn, right? So this is like possible just because of your support, guys. So thank you so much again. And today I'm here to talk about one of the most important topic, which is data structures and algorithms. And MANUU decided to start a playlist of series of data structures and algorithms where we'll personally teach you in an organized way the data structures and algorithms, right? So in the upcoming videos, we'll use C language, right, to solve problems to learn the data structures and algorithms. And you might be, questions that why we are starting the series, right? So I have a simple answer to these questions, right? Because you think that hey, there's a lot of free resources, like a good resources available on YouTube, right? But why we are again try to begin a new series, right? Rather, why don't we use the series or the videos which are already on YouTube, right? So till now, what we have like see that there's a unorganized things, right? Or whatever the questions or whatever the topic they are teaching that are complex, right? Because basics are not clear yet because you guys are either first or second year and you're very not very good at basics things of programming and problem solving, right? So that's why we decided to start from the basic, right? Because most students are still facing where to start, right? What to write our first code, how to write our first code, right? So rather jumping to the direct, the complex things and the problem solving, I personally think that you should most of the time spend on the basics, right? Because once the basics are clear, you'll solve the complex and hard problems, right? So that's why we decided to start in an organized way and rather jumping directly to the lead code and coding questions, right? And because of that, what you do, you lose confidence, right? Because once you try to solve a complex problems or intermediate problems in lead code or any platform, if you unable to solve the problems, you may lose confidence, right? And you get stuck, right? That's why we decided to get started with the basics things, right? First I'll teach you the basics and then we'll move to the complex and so on. And in this series we are going to use C as a language. So you may again have a question that why C language, why not other programming language like Java, Python, C++, right? So again my answer is C is a very basic language, right? So what C does, C gives us the clear understanding of things like memory management, right? Knowledge of pointers, right? So it gives the fundamentals, right? How things work internally, right? So this is very important. Once you know the working things like how these things work internally, you can move to the new language, right? So that's why we decided to get started with C language first. And so when you learn DSA in C, you don't just write code, right? You actually understand what is going on, right? Why we are using this, why we're using pointers, right? How we manage memories and all, right? Yeah. So C is a foundational language, right? C is a very very foundational language. Okay. So I have answered both the things why we are using C language and why we are again making the videos, right? So I have to give you simple answers, right? So yeah, let's continue to the main things, right? What you will be learned, right? The complete roadmap, right? How we are going to start, right? Okay, so first thing is again the basics. Basics are very important, right? So where we'll use the videos like the what is a data structures, right? And what is an algorithm. So these things are very important, right? What is time and space complexity, right? Big annotations, right? So most students start with the solving problems, right? First, rather they don't know the basics things, right? Why we are writing the algorithm, what data structures we are going to use, right? And how we calculate the time and space complexities, right? So we'll make sure to start with the very much important topics here, right? The basic things. Once you know the basic things, we'll move to the array, right? Because once you know the basic how these things calculated and all, we'll move to the array. And in array we'll start again the basics there, basics of array, right? What is an array, how we store data in array, right? Operations, simple operations we have an array, how we insert, how we delete, how we search array, right? And we'll do problems on the arrays. In arrays are data structures. Once we write algorithms for the array, there might be insertion, we want to insert some data in array, right? We want to search some data in an array, so we use different type of searching algorithms, right? Like a linear search, right? So this is a linear search, right? So this is an algorithm type, right? Again, the time and space complexity. You mean if you know the basic things like time and space complexity, you will see the difference between the linear search and binary search, right? There's a different type of searching algorithms like index sequential search. So the basics. That's why again I'm talking about the basics. Basics are very important, right? Okay, in the array again we have things like sorting algorithms. Like let's suppose we have an array and we want to sort the array, right? So there are different type of algorithms, like we have bubble sort, selection sort, insertion sort, quick short, merge sort, like different types of, once you know the basics of the time and space complexity, you will see the differentiate, right? How much time it takes to run a program, right? How much space it is taking, right? So this is the difference of these things, right? Again, once you know the basics of array, some sort of basic implementation of array, will move to the linked list, right? Why linked list? Why not array? You'll see the differences, right? What problems linked list solve using linked list, right? While once we use array, right? So and in the linked list, we have different type of linked list, right? We have singly linked list, we have doubly linked list, circular linked list, right? Again, we have the in linked list, we'll see the real understanding of pointers, right? How pointers works in C, right? And then again, we'll move to the stack. Again, queue. So these are the data structures, right? So you may heard of stack, which is used or follows the principle called LIFO, which is last in first out. We have queue, right? Queue. We have queue. In that, the principles followed is FIFO, first in first out. So both implementations using arrays and linked list, right? Stack implementation using array, stack implementation using linked list, right? Again, the applications of these things, right? And different type of priority queues, right? Like priority queue, simple queue. We have circular queues, right? How we write our algorithms to find or solve a problem, right? And then we'll move to the a bit of advanced topic like trees and graphs, right? You may heard of binary tree. We have binary search tree, tree traversals, right? In the graph, we have BFS and DFS, right? So this is the complete structured way, right? That we are going to. It will take it will completely take time. But the thing is, you have to consistently follow a path, right? Whatever we are posting a new, whenever we are posting a new video, you should try the run. So in the upcoming videos, what we'll do, we'll try to first explain the topic in detail, right? Whatever we have, I'll try to make sure to keep you complete all the details, right? And we'll, we'll not directly move to the writing the code, right? Just we are not going to do these things. Rather, the first is I'll give you the complete detail of that thing. Any particular topic, let's suppose if you're talking about array, I'll give each and everything about array, right, in detail. And then we'll give you a simple problems, right? Searching and sorting kind of problems and algorithms, right? We'll tell you that write the codes and using a pen and paper. Once you are confident, like 60, 70, 80%, and then I'll tell you that how to code, right? Using VS Code or any platform, right? So these are the this is the structured way, right? Because most students, I personally follow these things to learn these topics, right? Because once you don't write your code in paper, you'll definitely not get confident, right? So once you try to write code in a paper and you try run these things, you'll see how much percent you are correct, right? So this is very important. So remember one thing is DSA is not hard, right? But it just need the right directions, right? If you are walking in the right directions, you'll definitely succeed, right? You'll definitely understand the topic, right? So yeah, that's all about this video here, because this is a introduction kind of video. And for the students, right, who are very confused of data structures algorithms, don't know where to start, and feel weak in coding, think DSA is not for me. So this series is especially for you, because I know you may have a lot of confusions, and also this is level 0 kind of series, right? If you don't know anything about data structure, this series is only for you, right? Because I'll make sure to start with the basics, from the basics level 0, right? I'll try to give it name to the level 0 DSA kind of things, right? Because this is level 0, right? This series is for those who don't have any idea of data structures and algorithms, right? So yeah, thank you so much, guys, once again, and for supporting MANUU Connect, for helping us to reach 1,000 followers on LinkedIn. And if you still haven't subscribed, followed us on social media platforms, LinkedIn, YouTube, right? Please make sure to subscribe us, follow us, because just because of your supports, we are growing our community, right? So yeah, like the video, share with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and one more thing is, please make sure to comment on this video that I'm starting DSA today, because this is how we are going to track students, literally they are curious or not. Because once you are curious, this gives us confidence to make such videos, right? Because we are trying to help each and every student from MANUU Connect. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching this video, and see you in the next video. Bye bye, take care.